President Biden has landed in Madrid, where he plans to attend a NATO leaders summit beginning today. He's expected to push for Finland and Sweden to become full NATO members while keeping the alliance united against Vladimir Putin. The meeting comes after the president met with G7 leaders in Germany, issuing a joint statement committing to fight food insecurity and rising energy prices, support the reconstruction of Ukraine, and cooperate on climate change. I want to bring in ABC News White House correspondent Mary Alice Parks, who's traveling with the president right now. Mary Alice, Western leaders at the G7 conference met virtually with President Zelensky of Ukraine. And the group is now calling the Russian attack on a shopping mall a war crime. So have there been talks of criminal charges?
Yeah, not yet, but it was definitely suggested in that joint comment, that joint statement from the G7 leaders. They said that Putin and those responsible need to be held accountable. And we're expecting the Ukrainian President Zelensky to talk virtually to these NATO leaders, too. And you're right to mention that those applications from Finland and Sweden, that is front and center here at these NATO meetings. The question about whether NATO will get bigger and allow these two countries to join. Some questions about whether Turkey will continue to slow down that process, stall that process. But big picture, these NATO meetings and those discussions, a reminder that this is exactly what Putin didn't want. A stronger NATO, more willing to man its own borders, and more willing to bring in new members, more popular here in Europe.
The G7 leaders say they'll take immediate action to secure energy supplies and reduce price surges, including potentially using price caps. What impact could that have?
Yeah, they're hoping that this could have a big impact. These leaders are trying not only to find a way to punish Putin, but to help with all of these economic ripple effects of the war. They know that people at home are frustrated with spikes in energy prices and growing inflation, the kinds of things that have been only made worse by the war in Ukraine. And so they're hoping that by figuring out how to bring down the price of Russian oil, make sure that Putin isn't just profiting from these spikes in energy prices, they can also in turn help some of their own constituents. But this will be tough. It's complicated. It's unclear if they'll be able to figure out how to do it. But that's exactly the kind of thing that they're working on here, Diane.
And Mary Alice, First Lady Jill Biden is also there in Madrid. What's on her agenda there?
Yep, meeting with refugee families, trying to remind people of the real human face, the human toll of this war. Meeting with families who have fled to Spain from Ukraine. We know that hundreds of thousands of Ukrainian refugees have come all over Europe and are eager to get home when they can. So she spent the morning doing that, Diane.
All right, Mary Alice Parks in Madrid. We appreciate it, Mary Alice. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.